Well, that was I was having some cameramen film the installation of a precision landing facility that we were putting in right out on the edge of the dry lake, and this saucer flew right over them and put down 3 little gear and landed out on the dry lake bed. And they went out to picked up their cameras and moved on out toward him filming. And he lifted off, put the gear back in the well, and climbed out at a very high rate of speed and disappeared. And so while I was going through all the regulation books and finding out the number to call in Washington to report it, I had them go over and develop the film. By the time they got back with the developed film, I was on the higher and higher and higher level officer talking to me. Finally, with the colonel telling me to, when the film arrived at my desk, to put it in the carrier pouch. There would be a courier there at my office by that time already, and they'd arranged for him to fly in our base airplane back to Washington with these films, and do not run prints, etc., etc., etc. So we stuck them in the courier pouch.
Did you watch the film?
We didn't have a chance to run it. I had a chance to hold it up to the window and look at it. It was certainly good film.
Good close-up shots?
Good close-up shot. Nothing like I'd ever seen. Double lenticular shape. Same, didn't have a cupola on it or anything. It was pretty much the same basic shape. But this time I was involved in the research and development and doing very classified programs myself, at the test center. So I knew that we didn't have any vehicles of that kind, and I was 99 9/10% sure that the Russians didn't have any of that type either. So at that point in time, there was no doubt in my mind that this vehicle was made at some other place than here on Earth. And you send it on just like you're ordered to do, and do what they tell you what they tell you to do. I have a good friend who's a commercial airline pilot. He's had about 3 different occasions where one has pulled right up alongside his wing and set in formation with him. And he's on a major airline. But the airline has a policy that their crews don't ever talk about UFOs. McDivitt had one sighting. On each and every flight, you had your flight plan that was out every hour, every day, hour, minute, and second. And at a certain particular time, if you looked to a certain degree azimuth, at a certain elevation, you would see a bright object or see some kind of an object, because we track all this space debris. And so we knew where an awful lot of it would be and what you'd expect to see. But he saw this one thing shining out there that was not listed on his space debris chart. So he decided to get a picture of it. And he did. He got a picture of it, but of course it was bright, metallic, and it glinted so that all you got are just the bright glint. You can't really tell any details of what it was.